Hi friends, I welcome you again to our discussion on English language and grammar. Please read these two sentences. My family is the best and my family are early risers. In both the sentences, family subject is singular in number, but the verb differs in number. First is singular, second one are is plural. Why this collabary? Collabary D. D does not stand for difficulty. D stands for dead easy. Stay tuned. Watch till the end of the video. ए दोस्ती हम नहीं तोड़ेंगे. Yes, I'm taking you back again to those old gold days of Big B Amitabh Bachchan. We are going to discuss about the dosti between the subject and the verb of the sentence. The verb that is immediately comes after the subject, the verb that tells you the tense of the sentence. Let's have a discussion on the subject verb agreement. And look at the slide here. The slide clearly shows about the use of be verb, and here we can easily learn what are the two important types of concord. Am and was. These two be verbs, they are used with I subject. We, you, they go with are and where be verb. Is, was, they are used with she or he or the third person singular number. Here, person deferred, verb deferred. It's the concord of person. And as you see, a boy is standing at the gate. The boys are standing at the gate. Here, number deferred, boy and boys, the verb deferred. It's called the concord of number. We have two types of concord. One is the concord of person, the other is the concord of number. Then what is agreement or the concord? It's the singular subject, singular verb, plural subject, plural verb. How this agreement takes place? You read these two sentences. In sentence number 1, Chota Bhim and Chutki are good friends. And in sentence number 2, Little Singham and Bubbly read in the same class. You see, when two singular nouns, they are joined by and, the subject becomes plural and the verb becomes plural automatically. But you see these two sentences, bread and butter is my favorite food, and time and tide waits for none. Here, two singular nouns, again they are joined by and, but the verb is singular. Why? Because they refer to a single idea, a single notion, bread and butter. They indicate to my food, my favorite food. So here the subject may be two different singular nouns, but the verb will be singular, not plural. Similarly, you see this example. The collector and district magistrate visits our village today. Here also, two singular nouns are there, but they refer to a single person. Collector is himself or herself the district magistrate. So, for two singular nouns also, we have to use singular verb because both of the designations, collector and district magistrate, they refer to a single person. Remember one thing, with collector we used article the, but for district magistrate we should not use article the. When we use article the before the second singular noun or person, they will be different persons. I told you earlier that the verb, the finite verb, the verb that tells you the tense, it agrees with the subject very close to it. But friends, sometimes this does not happen. The verb does not agree with the subject very close to it. This is called the error of proximity. Let's see the example. One of my friends is a doctor. The result of our students is up to the mark. In sentence number one of my friends, the verb is used just very close to the friends. For the actual subject, the proper subject is one. So, is used in order to agree with one. In sentence 2, the result of our students is up to the mark. Here, is very close to students, but the real subject, the proper subject is the result. So, the result is singular. So, is the singular verb here. And very interestingly, I am asked many a question on the use of either, neither, each, everyone, many a. Remember, they are always singular. Look at these examples. It will be very much clear. Either of the candidates was selected. Here, was agrees with either. Either is there means the verb will be singular like was. Neither of the two girls is obedient. Not girls, but neither. For neither, the verb is, the singular. Each of my friends likes sweets. Same. Likes is singular for the use of each. Everyone of the boys loves stories. Loves is singular for the use of everyone. Many a question I told you in the beginning. I am asked many a question like many a man has mounted Mount Everest. Many a is always singular. That's why the verb is has. I think you should not have any problem on the use of these words. They are always singular. Friends, sometimes we get confused while using with and as well as connecting to nouns, singular nouns. Look at these two examples. In these two sentences, you see when two subjects are joined or connected by with or as well as, the verb always agrees with the first subject. In the sentence number 1, the verb agreed with the mother, singular. And in sentence number 2, the verb are agreed with my parents. Remember this. Many of us get confused when two subjects they are joined by or, nor, either or, neither nor. Please read these examples. I think you can easily understand the use of these words while connecting two subjects. When two singular subjects are joined by or, nor, either or neither nor, verb is always singular. For example, either Sanskriti or Prakriti is allowed to play. So here two singular subject. Remember, two singular subject. Sanskriti is singular subject, and Prakriti is also singular. When two singular subjects joined by or, nor, either or neither nor, the verb is always singular. But look at these examples given below. Neither the secretary nor the members are present. Either you or your friend is selected. Here you see the difference. When two subjects are not same in number or in person, the verb agrees with its nearest subject. In first sentence, the verb agreed with members. In sentence number 2, second sentence, the verb is agreed with your friend, not with you. And in order to avoid such type of constructions, we generally use you are selected or else your friend is. Friends, sometimes we face some nouns. They are plural in form. They seem plural in form but singular in meaning. Don't be confused. Please look at these examples. The news is false. Economics is my favorite subject. Here, news, no doubt it seems plural in form, but it's always singular. Also, economics is a subject. No doubt S is there at the end, but remember it's always singular. So, other words they come to this category are politics, wages, mathematics, thesis, hypothesis, crisis, analysis, physics, ethics, athletics, and many such words. They seem plural in form, plural in number, but always singular in their use. 5,000 rupees is not enough for me or are not enough for me. We are getting confused. Please look at these examples. 20 kilometers is a long distance. 5 minutes is given to each speaker in the speech competition. 5 lakh rupees is a large amount when plural noun refers to some specific quantity or amount considered as a whole. The subject is always singular. So don't be confused with the use of such plural nouns, but if they refer to a single whole, then the verb will be always singular, not plural. Friends, finally, we shall go back again to the beginning of our discussion. There are two types of concord again. One is grammatical concord, the other is notional concord. What is grammatical concord or agreement of subject with verb? Grammatical means it refers to the form of the subject, whether it is singular or plural in form. But notional concord means according to the notion, according to the idea, we have to decide whether it is singular or plural. So again, look at these two sentences. My family, the family itself is a collective noun. They refers to a collection. So obviously it is plural, but sometimes it is also singular in its own usage. In sentence number 1, my family is the best. Here, family refers to an undivided body as a whole. not divided. So family is singular. My family is the best. Is the singular verb used with the singular collective noun. But in sentence number 2, you see, my family are early risers. Here, the family or my family, the collective noun, refers to the individuals. When it refers to the members, individuals, it is not singular, it is plural. So, you may also see some more examples of collective noun in the list given here. They are association, audience, board, commission, committee, company, council, crew, department, government, jury, party, public, staff. All these are the collective nouns, and while using them, be careful. Remember the notional concord and grammatical concord. We have to use singular or plural verb according to its idea, according to its subject, whether it is singular in meaning or plural in meaning. So this was all about today's discussion. I think you must love it. All the discussion, they are very much helpful, not only for the students from KG to PG, but also they are very much helpful for all competitive examinations. For national level, that is CTET, Teacher Eligibility Test, or state level Teacher Eligibility Test examinations. And they are also very much helpful for learning a language and using them in a proper manner without any grammatical mistakes. Friends, again, thank you very much for watching this video, and thank you very much for your lots of love in likes, in comments, in shares. So if you also like it, then forget not to subscribe and pressing the bell icon to get immediate notifications immediately I upload them in YouTube. Again, thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.